Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. I'm Imogen, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing my goals for 2023. If you're not already subscribed, get on that, the button's down below, and follow my Instagram, that's in the description. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, I made a video at the start of this year, indeed New Year's, January in fact, that stated all of my goals for 2023, and I thought it would be a good thing to do to review those goals and see how far you're getting with them. How far I'm getting with them, rather, because it is a key tenet of setting goals that you can't just set and forget, you have to review them, right? So, to kind of track your progress. So I'm going to bring back my goals from the January video, and I will try and link the January video to this video somehow, and so you can go and watch that if you haven't already. But we are going to see how I'm doing on these goals, so I'm holding myself accountable, and yeah, anyway, comment down below your suggestions for sticking to goals, because I haven't stuck to all of mine. Some of them I've done better, some of them I've done worse. Anyway, let's see how I've done with the first one. So the first goal that I mentioned was getting a first or high 2-1 in second year. So I go to Durham and I do geography, BSc at Durham. And in my first year, obviously the marks for that don't count, but I'm quite academically motivated, so I wanted to get a good grade. I ended up getting a high 2-2, which isn't that great. So I set it to be a goal for this year that I get a first or a high 2-1 in second year. But I've run into a setback because there is this thing called a marking boycott, and the marking boycott has affected me getting my marks back. Obviously, I completely support the strikes. I think lecturers should be paid fairly and treated well, and they are not being, and they have every right to strike, and I hope they succeed. But it does mean that I've only got 2 out of my 5 completed module marks back. So I don't know, basically. I'm hoping I'll know before I go into third year, but there are no guarantees. So far, overall, I'm doing better than first year, so I'm going to take the win and move on. Okay, so my second goal was to land a summer internship. So I had an internship, and they accepted me for it, and then they ghosted me. So that was a bummer, but I had a plan B, and I've been doing my plan B internship, which has been online, so I've been working remotely, and it's been great, honestly. I've done some R coding, produced a report about coral reef fish biodiversity, if that means anything. So I'm actually quite happy with that, and even though it didn't really go to plan, it kind of went to a better plan. I'm gonna say, yes, that's a win. Okay, my third one was get to 2,000 YouTube subs and monetize channel. I know this was a bit ambitious. Have I achieved this yet? No. May I achieve this before the end of the year? Potentially, but not so far. In a similar vein, get to 10k Instagram followers. I have not done that. I've not really been consistent with uploading, and again, I've had a big break from YouTube and social media in general, so time to get back on that grind. I guess we'll see what happens in the remainder of the year, but 10k might be a bit of a big ask at this stage. Similarly, building my blog and getting it to 25k monthly page views, not something I've done, but again, 4 months of the year left, we shall see. Alright, start investing. I did start investing this year, and I'm investing with a provider called Moneybox. They've been okay so far. Again, this is not sponsored, but 2023 is the year I finally, I got my finances in order. I started investing, I started a budget, I started saving towards my savings goals, I worked on my credit score. So all of those things, and if you're interested, I can do videos on how I got my shit together financially. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Start investing, tick. Improve my credit score. The goal I set was 2 over 950. I'm currently on 780. So again, it's not amazing, but it's improved from where I was before, and it's still classified as a good score. I think it's an average or a good score. Anyway, so I continue to improve this. And if you want a video on how, comment down below. I will give you a video. Dye my hair again. I did dye my hair. You can see that there's some roots growing out, but I've been bleaching and re-dyeing, bleaching and re-dyeing. In fact, I probably should give my hair a bit of a break because it's slightly dying, but no pun intended. Anyway, yes, I dyed my hair again. And I went to the hairdresser and it was great. Honestly, they give the best head massages ever. Go to the hairdresser, it's really fun. Get Oh Wonder as my top artist again for Spotify Wrapped. This is very specific, but if you don't know, you probably do if you watch my videos, Oh Wonder is my favourite band, and I have a tattoo of the band name on my arm. And last year I got them as my top artist for Spotify Wrapped, and I was like, this is great! So I wanted to do that again, and it's really just about what you listen to all the time. I've been checking up on my progress and currently they are my top artists, so no surprises there, and probably will be my top for Spotify Wrapped. Alright, get abs. I do not have abs. Next question. Go back to Italy. Yes, I went back to Italy and I made a vlog of it. So if you haven't watched that vlog, what are you doing? It's one of my favourite videos I've ever made. I've just posted it, so get back on my profile and check it out, guys. And also, if you like it, subscribe, because I want to do more vlog style content in the future, so let me know if you like it. Anyway, do 5 to 10 RGS ambassador visits. So the RGS, Royal Geographical Society, I'm an ambassador for them, and what that means is I talk to students, usually like year 10 or something, about why geography is cool and you should do it. And I haven't done more ambassador visits since January. I had some scheduled with a school for like June, July, but then they never got back to me, so I'm gonna assume that that's sort of not happening. Anyway, I may try and do some more in the upcoming term, but I'm not too fussed about it because I've already had quite a bit of experience with doing stuff for them, so yeah, if it happens, it happens. If not, that's okay. Meet all monthly outreach goals for GISE. So GISE is this non-profit that I'm volunteering with, so that's sort of my second, or, well, I have 3 work experience things on the go. I've got Royal Geographical Society, GISE, and then my internship. So things have been a bit quiet with this, but I need to check back with them. So I can't really say whether I've met that goal or not. I guess not, but it's a bit of a moot point. Alright, next. Keep making progress with Portuguese. I was learning Portuguese at the start of this year. Because university got very busy, I stopped in about, I think second term? But I need to get back on that. I haven't really done anything over the summer, so this is reminding me to download Duolingo and get back on some lessons again. Anyway, so 30% maybe? Maybe not. Try meditation and yoga. I'm not a very chill person. I'm trying to become a more chill person. Have I done this yet? No. This is a project for the last 4 months of the year, if I can stop stressing and running around. Drink 1.5 to 2 litres of water per day. This is something I did. I did this one. It has tailed off a little bit, but I downloaded this app called My Hydration, I think. Again, not sponsored, and I can't remember the name of the app. But I did that, and yeah, I was drinking like 2 litres of water a day very consistently for, I think, several months. Again, am I doing it at the moment? No. Should I get back on it? Probably. But that is a goal that I achieved for a moment in time. Okay, maintain my skincare routine. This has kind of fallen off. I should get back to that. But I have been ramping up my skincare again recently, sort of with like face masks and cleansing and moisturising, and always wear your sunscreen, guys. That's one thing I've been really consistent with this year. Sunscreen. Every time I'm outdoors, sunscreen. Cloudy day, sunscreen, because the UV rays can still filter through and I don't want skin cancer. So, wear your sunscreen. Okay. Stay teetotal or off alcohol. So I drank quite a lot in first year and I didn't enjoy that very much towards the end because it felt like I had a bit of a problem, essentially. So I've really cut back, and I'm not teetotal, but I'm low alcohol. So I drank quite a lot on holiday this year. I'm fine with that because it's not something that I had to do, it's something that I enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, overall, 95% of the time I drink nothing at all. Water, I do drink. Alcohol, no. So I would say, yeah, I achieved this goal. Stay off smoking. I don't smoke. I still don't smoke. Next question. Continue meal prepping. I have done this. I still cook for myself. I still meal prep all the time at university and will do so in the coming year. Finish my driving exam and get a full license. Okay, this has been a saga. So I passed my theory test quite well, if I say so myself, in December. And from your date of passing your theory test, you have 2 years to pass your practical test and get your license, or you have to retake the theory, which is a hassle, right? So I was like, okay, I need to pass my practical test. So I rang around all the driving instructors in, like, both Durham and, like, back where I live at home, and everybody was booked, like, solid because of the COVID backlog, which is to be expected. But one instructor was booked, like, 8 months out, and I was like, shit. So I've booked someone provisionally for December, and they can do me like an intensive driving course with a test at the end, but they've been a bit quiet, so I need to prod them. I'm going to prod them again and say, hey, are we still on for this? In theory, yes, I should have a car around the end of the year and be on the road. So I'm going to say I made some progress on that, but TBD. run 3 to 5 secret projects. So this is something I do occasionally, is I'll be working on a big goal and I'm not sure if it's going to come off, so I'll put it down as a secret project, and then if it comes off I can share it, and if it doesn't then I don't look like an idiot. So one of my secret projects I had was getting my tattoo. That worked. I have a couple other secret projects, 3 to 5 I would say. Maybe I have 3 on the go at the moment, so yeah, I'm going to say that I'm running them. Whether I will finish them by the end of the year is another story, probably not. So maybe 50% successful on that one. Also, so that is the end of my goals for 2023, and that is everything that I shared in my January video. However, it's important to note that you can set goals at any time of year, and your goals may change and grow as you change and grow. And I added some new goals that I've also been working on, so I thought I'd add them in here and I'd review how they've been going as well. So, one big, huge, enormous, life-changing, okay, I'll stop, goal was to apply for a master's degree or job. So I've been thinking a lot about whether I want to do further postgrad study or get a job, and the answer is yes to both. But obviously you have to do one before the other, and I was thinking I'd go for a postgrad job before I do a master's, because quite honestly, I'm burnt out academically and I want to perform at my best when I do a master's. I was talking to one of my lecturers and she said, I worked for a few years before I did my postgrad and she's got a PhD and she teaches at Durham. So I was like, well, it clearly worked out for her. So that's my thinking at the moment. I've prepared my CV for a lot of different roles, tailored it to a lot of things I'm interested in, mostly in the geography and tech space. I'll probably end up being some kind of data analyst, but my thinking is I apply for a master's after I've done a job for a couple of years, and that's where I am right now, and I think that's quite good. So I know what I want to do after graduation, so I'm going to call that a win. Become financially independent. I now have a remote job in finance. It's with a finance company. I'm mostly doing administration. I'm doing some other stuff that I'm quite excited about, but I can't talk about it. But yes, I am, I mean, kind of, between my student loan and my job, I'm pretty much afloat. So that's good. Start creating content again. I stopped creating content. Here I am creating content. I'm going to call this a win. Read 300 books. I've not read 300 books. I've read around 10 books this year, but that's still 10 more books than I would have read if I hadn't set this goal. Watch 400 movies. I haven't watched 400 movies. I've watched maybe 50 movies. I did Barbenheimer. It was really fun. That's kind of it. Those are all my goals, and that is how I'm doing. So tell me in the comments, what are your goals? How are you doing? Let's check in, and let's make the most of the last 4 months of this year, because it may be August, but the year is not over yet. Do not write off 2023. We can do this. Okay, alright. That is everything I have to say for today. If you haven't already subscribed, what the hell are you doing? It's down there, and follow me on Instagram. I would appreciate that so much, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!